You know what doesn't add up? While Kimi Antonelli was still in diapers, Lewis Hamilton was already winning his first championship at 23 years old. And now, the same kid is out there stacking podiums like it's nothing.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
These are professional drivers, experienced guys who've been here for years, and this little guy walks in and starts cooking them.
How? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. So, let me introduce you to Kimi Antonelli, aka the recreation, or Ayrton Senna.
How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game?
So, let's start with some interesting facts about Kimi Antonelli. I'm not gonna go into much detail about his background, since we both know where he came from and...
I don't say blah, blah, blah.
But here's something cool. Kimi's dad, Marco Antonelli, originally wanted Kimi to join football, which seems valid enough considering Italy's football culture, but after seeing Kim's passion and talent in racing, he chose to enroll him into karting instead. Damn, if only I had such supportive parents. Moving on, another crazy fact is that Kimi skipped Formula 3. And yes, you heard that right, this guy skipped F3 because he had a good number of titles, such as Italian F4, ADAC F4, and Formula Region European Championship. Whoops, that's insane considering that he's only 19. I'm older than him, and the only thing I've successfully achieved is holding my breath for 1 minute.
Stop the cap.
No caps. That's huge. Plus, you never know. It may be useful in the future.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Okay, let me wipe my non-existent tears so we can move on to the third fact, which isn't something hidden or secretive considering Kimi is a Twitter in disguise and pretty vocal about the little crush he has on Ayrton Senna. You may ask, Pulsey, dude, what do you mean by crush? Then, my friend, by the word crush, I mean that this kid was so obsessed with Senna that he watched the archival footage of Senna from the 1980s to the 1990s on repeat. Talking about his weird fascination with Senna, which obviously is something I wouldn't judge him for, okay? But there's something that gives me chills, which is that, could Kimi actually be Ayrton Senna reborn? Because the signs are there, by which I mean that, did you know Kimi was born in the same place, same city, where Senna died? And to be precise, he was born right after 12 years of Senna's death, which is the number of both Kimi and Senna's F1 cars. Both scored 3 podiums in their rookie season, both snatched their first ever pole in round 2 of their second season, both completed a hat-trick in their debut win by securing pole position, the race victory, and the fastest lap. If this isn't fate, then maybe I'm crazy, or perhaps delusional. Either way. But tell me if I'm wrong. This guy is Senna's recreation. His habits, his body structure, like heck, I even see facial resemblance at times. Okay, enough theories. Let's talk about his performance, or may I say, his personal era of aura farming in the 2026 F1 season. Whoa. Starting with the first race of the season, the Melbourne, Australia race, where apparently Toto Wolff had to read Kimi a bedtime story. Honestly, I was surprised too. I bet the story started from explaining the illegal engine system to how to make the senior drivers lose their shit. Regardless, there's no denial that this lad is giving his all this season, because he scored P2 right behind his teammate George Russell. Wanna know what stood out to me from that entire race? The way he drove so clean, so controlled. I was shocked he made no rookie mistakes, no desperate moves, while others were sweating balls around him. Kimi was driving like that one old rich man in the middle of the road with his BMW, unbothered, and has zero fucks to give. And that's what makes it scary, because that wasn't luck. It was a proper podium drive in his first race of the new season. And hold on, because if that got your attention, then you should wait to see what he did next in the 2026 China-Shanghai race.
Okay.
Kimi, my man. Kimi, like, I'm obsessed. I'm in love. And I'm not joking. He literally outdid himself in Shanghai. He freaking finished P1 and became the youngest pole sitter in F1 history, beating the GOAT, Sebastian Vettel. At the start of the race, I was a bit skeptical and thought maybe Melbourne was just his luck working, because he lost the lead to Lewis Hamilton onto turn 1. But then he came back, showed me the middle finger, and took the lead back. The strategy was clean, cleaner than Max's overtakes. The safety car came around lap 11, Mercedes boxed him in at the right time, switched tires, and boom, the man was back in the race in no time. No rush, no stupid mistakes, bringing home a beautiful and shiny P1 trophy.
Kimi Antonelli wins!
And that's the moment where people stopped knowing him as a rookie and started considering him as someone worth rooting for. And trust me, this ain't just the car or the team, because he proved the haters wrong in the Japan race as well, showing that he deserves to be the world champion as much as the OGs. Welcoming you to the Japan ran Suzuka Race 2026, where I got slapped across the face for judging his skills because he brought home P1 frickin' again. And that's 2 times in a row. And he'll even back-to-back. In the Suzuka qualifying, he didn't just do good, he took pole position, a 128.778 lap, beating George Russell by nearly 3/10. Damn, boy! And at a track like Suzuka, that's not something easy, because you have to put your guts out, considering it's one of the trickiest tracks of F1, because every corner is brutal, and he still came up on top. But that's not all, because on the initial race day, even though Kimi didn't get a great start as his lead was taken over by Oscar Piastri, I even thought for a bit that what if he's finally feeling the pressure? But then the race finally calmed down, and a safety car popped out at the right moment, and Mercedes, being the champs of the season, timed it really well and took the lead. Behind him, the fight was still intense. Oscar, being the naughty boy he is, kept pushing. Poor Charles was in the mix too. Not sure if I should call him poor, knowing he got P2. And George Russell was right there too, but nobody could really break his rhythm. And on top of everything, he also set the fastest lap of the race, showing that even when he was controlling things, he still got it. That win pushed him into something historic. He fucking became the youngest driver ever to lead the Formula One World Championship. Poof. I am beyond impressed. Like, take my money ASAP. But here's something else that I saw on the face of George Russell for a moment. Anger. I get it. George treats Kimi like his little brother, and it's really obvious, but at the same point, it must bother him seeing Kimi leading the championship and scoring better than him, no matter how close or how much liking he must hold for the little champ. That's not easy to accept, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't blame him for that, because if I'd been in the sport for years and suddenly a teenager showed up and started taking my spotlight, I'd be pissed too.
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
But to be fair, let's rewind to the 2025 F1 season where Kimi is seen to be struggling as every other freshborn rookie does, and George is seen to be taking care and guiding him throughout his initial phases. So it's natural enough for him to feel this way. But I really hope it doesn't affect our dynamic, because in F1, no matter how close you are, there's a high chance of drivers to come at each other's throats, and we've seen a fair share of that till now. And if Kimi keeps performing the way he is, we might see that sooner than we think.
And I've decided that I want to die.
By mentioning his 2025 season, I remember his ups and downs, which is really important if you want to get him. He joined Mercedes at 18, pretty young if you ask me, while replacing my GOAT, the love of my life, Sir Lewis Hamilton. Not so happy about that though, but I'll let that slide because this kid is growing onto me. Starting with his first race, the Melbourne, Australia race, where he went from P16 to P4 in shit-wet conditions, giving us a sneak peek of his talent. Over the season, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. He had it pretty rough too, with a bunch of DNFs and the typical rookie struggles. But in my eyes, that's what made it real for him. It helped him to deliver his full potential, because further in the season came his breakthrough, a sexy podium finish in Canada, where he finished 3rd while Georgie won pole, adding on more strong wins in the mix, all while Russell was showing his skills at a higher level. Kimi was learning, adapting, and improving. So when we see him performing in 2026, it didn't just come out of nowhere. It was slowly built through his first season, where he sucked up all the experience to show it in this season. And I just hope he keeps it up, because Formula One without this version of Kimi would feel a bit dead. Like, yeah, racing is cool and all, but watching this kid pull moves, stay calm, and casually stress grown men who've been doing this for years, that's entertainment. And the scary part is, he's still learning. Too many times, I don't know what to believe. He's not even the finished product yet. So imagine when he actually figures everything out. That's not a driver anymore. That's a problem. So yeah, the kid who probably still forgets his homework, he's out there leading races, breaking records, and making the sport fun again. And at this point, we're not watching a rookie anymore. We're watching the start of something dangerous. That being said, if you think this video is dope, don't forget to check out our recent video about the most depressed driver of the season. I'm pretty sure you've already guessed who it is by now.